What up with you, everybody? This is a little E3 special, this Xbox Mafia shit. It's just me, y'all know I'm Mr. 100.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Dillian 247.
Yep, up in here, we're gonna talk about some little E3 news from the, from the Pony Station. I came across some, some leaked documents. I ain't got no special insiders and none, no shit like that. So, let me bring up, my contacts and shit. I don't believe this is Sony all E3. I actually read through it like 3 times already, but I think it's close to what it is. I'll leave the article description there where I got it from, so y'all ponies don't have to get mad and say that I'm lying. But the guy he actually shows the leaked documents also, so y'all don't get up in all. So this is their conference script. It might be in a rough draft or something, but I think it's dead ahead as close as you can get. It's gonna be at the LA Sports Arena.
I think the only that was missed was multi-plat, which was Star Wars and in that list. That was the only things missing. Oh, and the Destiny DLC. That was the only thing. The multi-plats.
So I'll run through the show. So it's gonna be at the LA Memorial Sports Arena. I live in LA. That shit is so fucking old. What the fuck is going on with Sony? Usually I think they have it at the Chinese Man Theater in Hollywood. They down the street from Microsoft where the Galen Center is at USC, and
I'm gonna bring up some more.
10 minutes away, the Coliseum is there where the Raiders used to play at. That's Exposition Park, so that's what I'm talking about. So y'all can actually go Google Earth this shit and see it. The place look old. It's not. It hasn't been.
I
don't know who 16,000 gonna see that bullshit, but I'm gonna go off with what the script.
I also wanted to talk about this list that I made a video about this whole GameSpot. These different lists that they came up with for the most anticipated games and games that will also be shown at E3, because I wanted to touch on that a little bit more. And then I did want to talk about how Major Nelson did talk about the 4K and 3D. And I wanted to talk about one particular, something that Yoshida said. He's a CEO of PlayStation, right? He's a head of PlayStation. I don't know his direct title.
He wanted head of
yeah, I want to talk about something he said about the whole 4K resolution for PS4, and there were some other things that I wanted to talk about because I'm trying to bring up all these articles that I did videos on, very important articles and very good information. And I wanted to, this podcast probably be a little longer than our usual, but we'll see, because I want to talk about a few things that's very important. But go ahead, you can start off with that what you was talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the little script. It got Andrew House, that's AKA. Shout out to my man Cyclonus. He's doing his thing over on his channel. Y'all gotta check him out. The fake Phil Spencer, that's what he calls that.
Make sure you leave the link to Cyclonus' channel in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna put his channel. I'm gonna put a whole lot of people's channel that's part of this Mafia thing. We trying to do big and better things
today, because they're out there working. So I really wanted Cyclonus in this one, but we go ahead with that.
We gonna get at him. We might do something else. We gonna holler at him tonight. Okay, I guess Andrew House comes out. He's taking everybody and shit. I'm gonna go off with the script. I'm gonna go off. I guess they're gonna show you a montage of all their games. I think they're gonna show you something of The Last Guardian. Somebody's gonna say it might be ready. It's gonna be a PlayStation 4 exclusive. A lot of bullshit like that. Then second of all, you'll get Neil. What's his name? Neil Druckmann. I guess he's one of the people from Naughty Dog, and he's going to title the next Uncharted will be called The Rise of Uncharted 4, Black Flag. That's what it's supposed to be called. I don't know. That's what it's supposed to be called. The Rise of Uncharted 4, Black Flag. To me, that's a shot getting thrown at Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed. But it's supposed to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive. And then Andrew House comes out and say that's not all. Then he comes out with the Nathan Drake collection. It comes with Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And I think it's saying that it's going to be a Uncharted collection for the PlayStation Vita also.
An Uncharted collection for the Vita. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a Vita version of the shit too. I don't know why. Then Kojima comes out, and I guess it's going to be a 15-minute demo for Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, Metal Gear 5 Phantom Pain. It's supposed to be an 18-minute trailer, I guess. That's a trailer.
Thank you.
Then he said that Metal Gear Phantom Pain will be releasing on the PlayStation 4 on September 1st. I don't know if Phantom Pain got confirmed yet, but he said September 1st. This is the shit that had me laughing too. They saying that the critical acclaim, the Order 1886 hours. We know that the original people is not doing this, ain't touching that shit. So we don't know what the fuck going on. If this shit is true, I'm dying laughing. If Sony gonna throw you the Order 1887 for 5 more hours, somebody need their ass whooped. We're not making this shit up. I'm skim reading it. You can sit there and go through it. And then say the Order 1887 will be released sometime in 2016 or maybe 2017. So why the fuck it take you that long to give me 5 more hours? Then they give you Up Till Dawn. It's a future interactive movie. And I guess it's starring one of the people, you know what I'm saying, that's in Hero Season 2. Damn, Sony. So I guess old boy talks about how he interact and all this other bullshit. And Up Till Dawn will release August 25th in North America, August 26th in Europe, and it's exclusive to the Pony Station. Then they say they have, Andrew House say they have a new IP as well, some other book. I guess Papa the Rapper coming back out. It ain't been out in 13 years. So you know what I'm saying, they think they're gonna get a numerous applause because they have a Papa the Rapper come out. And it's going to be available right after the conference for $8.99. So
sorry, I had just got back in here. I lagged out.
Yeah, so this shit is crazy. And then they come with all, man, y'all just got to read this shit. They coming with some super Defend Your Towers. Thomas Was Alone. I think this is a bunch of indies. Super Hard 2D Platform 3.
Man,
Duncan the Mascot, the 8-bit.
Yeah, I have a list from GameSpot. It was about a list of I want to say probably 30 or more games, and they only had about 4 Xbox exclusives on there, which was a crazy thing. But then most of them was PS4 exclusives, and the majority of them I never heard of before. The only ones I heard of on there was Uncharted, and I didn't, and that was it. That was the only one I heard of. But a lot of these games, I'm gonna name off some of these games because it was so shocking to me how they was putting all these PS4 exclusives on here. And the crazy thing is, they claim that all these games are going to be at E3, but they're not. Unless they just gonna run by if they're a bunch of indies. That's what I was getting.
They gonna do like they did. They gonna do like they did last E3. They just gonna run through some shit, that montage shit, just show you a whole bunch of shit. That's what they gonna show you.
Let me get this.
But then they talked about you know what I'm saying, not the Oculus Rift. We already know about that shit. About Project Morpheus. and it's to say it features a full 1080p OLED display. It runs at 120 frames per second with advanced head tracking with 6 degrees of freedom. The PlayStation Vision will launch spring.
Let me see.
If motherfuckers they give me some shit, because I've been holding this shit for 3 days. See if it was a lie, but I believe this shit is true. But the PlayStation Vision will launch spring 2016 at the estimated cost of $899.
Wait, what's gonna cost $800?
The Project Morpheus gonna have a new name. It's gonna be called PlayStation Vision. I'm just reading this. It's supposed to come full 1080p OLED display at 120 frames per second. It will launch sometime in spring of 2016 at an estimated cost of $899. Wow. And it comes with a copy of Gran Turismo Vision that was basically Gran Turismo 6 that has been hacked for VR view.
Wow.
Then they gonna come up with the Final Fantasy bullshit. Final Fantasy, I think that shit is, I don't know which one is that one. They're gonna come up with the Final Fantasy shit. Then it says it's a PC port. It's gonna be a PC port. They're gonna show you how you can stream PlayStation Music. Bunch of copycatters.
Okay, here we go.
It's like I say, the shit. You see why it's cut down from 30 minutes. They ain't going 90. They going 60.
Yeah. So how long is
they can't really talk a whole bunch of third parties because them third parties already gonna get busted out. E3, EA, and all them already have. They're gonna have their conference already after Sony. So it ain't gonna be if that's the whole script and that's true. That's gonna be some amazing shit. They need their ass whooped.
Yeah. So how long is Sony press conference gonna be this year? I'm trying to wait to this. Okay, I got this list. It finally loaded up for me. Hold on, just a minute. This thing is being very unresponsive. Okay, this is the games that I honestly don't have no idea what they're talking about. Can you hear me good, Miss 100?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, because this thing is acting kind of stupid. But let me see. This is a game called Alone With You. Amplitude.
Amplitude is. I think Amplitude is a PlayStation 3 game. I think it might be a Xbox 360 game. It's based off of music. I've heard that shit before.
No, it says PS3 next to it. It says, yeah, it says for both of the PlayStations.
Okay. It ain't nothing brand new.
Well, let me finish reading this. They got Broforce PS4 Vita. This is the GameSpot list. Capsule Force. I don't know what none of this stuff is, man. Chasm. I don't know what that is. Crossing Souls. Cosmic Star Heroine. Oh my goodness. Drawn to Death. Dungeon Defenders 2. Earth Knight, like Enter the Gungeon. I don't know if that's supposed to be dungeon or what. I don't. That's what it has on this. Fat Princess Adventures. Future Grind. What else? Galaxy the Dimensional Gong or whatever that is. God of War. Guns Up. Hollow Point. I Am Bread. Journey, Kill Strain. Do you see all these games? Dude, like they named probably like 20 games or 30 games for PS. For one, half of that's not gonna be there. And I wasn't even done. Like, is GameSpot crazy?
I Am Bread.
Dude, I'm not even finished. N plus, whatever the fuck that is, PlanetSide 2, Relativity, what else, man? Rocket League. Like, do you hear all this? This is the list that niggas like next year didn't even see. And I was trying to tell him, dude, it's a way worse list out there. Like, do you hear all this, man?
No, that's a damn shame. Man, like I say, I got a motherfucking police station. It ain't nothing on that motherfucker I want to play. I'm thinking about getting, if it's a Drake collection and it's like $40, I'm thinking about picking that bitch up just to play it and see if I can, see if it's on par where people say it's a Tomb Raider clone. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy.
Motherfuckers a mess up. I just got I guess Ratchet and Clank since they brought up the Halo 5 news. Sony trying to throw out their little heavy hitters. I guess Ratchet and Clank gonna be 1080p, 30 frames per second, and it's gonna last 10 to 12 hours. Yeah, I ain't playing no motherfucking.
Here's the thing about everybody knows Sony time is cut at E3. There's things already confirmed on what they're going to be talking about. They're going to be talking a little bit about Destiny's new DLC. They're going to talk about 2 multi-plats like they actually own them, which is Star Wars and Batman, kind of like how they did with Destiny. The Uncharted collection, Uncharted 4. I heard that they was going to literally spend 30 minutes on Project Morpheus. That's what I heard. And well, not 30 minutes. They said half of whatever Sony press conference time is. They're going to be talking about Project Morpheus. It was one of the things. So my thing is, the people that write stuff for GameSpot, are they drunk to name about 20 to 30 games that nobody heard of before that they're going to talk about E3? The press conferences don't last 5 hours. You can't talk about all them games.
They're going to show them in a montage like they did last year. They did rant. Even Microsoft did that with their indies. They just like, okay, we talk about a couple of them, but we're just gonna run a montage with it, and then after the press conference, we'll tell you what was the games that you saw. Trying to show there
gonna be that many indies. Like that wasn't even done with the leagues. I don't know. Maybe they need all the indies they can get. I don't know.
You said all the indies they need to get. Man, they need something.
Pretty much is what they saying, that if they show all those indies, that's going to be very sad. But like you said, from that list that was leaked, it did say something about a trailer for The Order 1887. Now, when you told me that, I laughed because, for one, why are they even bringing out another Order? I don't understand that.
The people not even playing it. The people that got it not even playing the motherfucker. They ain't even the developer, they not Ready at Dawn ain't even fucking with the shit no more.
Speaking of that, I wanted to talk about that too. The Ready at Dawn. I made a video about that also. Ready at Dawn, the creator of The Order 1886, said they're canceling that trilogy or that project of making The Order, and they're gonna go multi-plat. They hired what's the guy's name? What is his name? Let me find this article. And they hired a new guy as CEO, and now they're going multi-plat for Xbox One, PS4, PC, and the unannounced console, which should be the Nintendo NX next generation. Hopefully, the console will be next generation. And it basically shows, that they know The Order wasn't good. They know if they come out with another one, they're not going to make as much money because people are not going to buy it. It's not going to sell because it was terrible. Then on top of that, they know, Xbox, if they really want those sales, they need to put things out on Xbox and PC and other consoles as well. And so we're guessing that Sony have someone else who take over The Order. But, Ready at Dawn, they did it themselves and it wasn't even good. So that's going to be a flop. I'm naming that right now. That's that 86, 87 just
They say The Order, and I've been clowning that shit from day one. But damn, The Order 1887, 5 more hours. Are you serious? And then I'm tired of these ponies coming with this up till dawn shit. I don't want to play no motherfucking QTE game. I'd rather just watch the fucking movie. I love Resident Evil.
I'm gonna look up this other list.
It's a couple of them in there, but it's nothing I'm really playing. And that was a straight up. I'd rather been the orders like that. I paid $30 for 4 episodes. I'd rather order been that way than not no, you know what I'm saying, not no $60. It's not a $60 title. I'd rather pay. I didn't mind playing Revelations because Revelations they actually gave me an option. I could just buy one. I just bought. They gave me an option buy $30, buy all episodes, and I can play them how I want to play them. That was cool, and it had the cutscenes and had a couple of QTs. I still ain't finished it yet, but I enjoy it because it's more. It brings back more Resident Evil. It's more gory, and it brings you puzzles and shit like that. That old movie theatric shit, and I guess the aspect ratio was to be getting out that movie box now too. I guess it's gonna be like full HD. But man, that shit sound like a DLC to me.
Yeah, it really do. I mean, I'm gonna find Major Nelson's page, find this article.
Yeah, that sounds like a DLC to me. So, the shit is crazy. I guess it's reported that Microsoft, the Xbox One, is up 81% over last year in May. That's from Venture Beats.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, this holiday, this matter of fact, from September on, Microsoft saying it's on. And I see these ponies talking about it, no Quantum Break, it ain't no Crackdown. And I forgot the other game will be at E3 because I believe you're gonna see them at Gamescom.
Yeah, they're saying they're gonna announce it. There's gonna be at Gamescom, which I like. Gives them more time for the main things. Plus, I really want to see what this new IP is supposed to be.
It might be a couple of new IP. Microsoft is shocking us every goddamn day with some shit.
They are.
Every day. Now, I'm not a fan of Oculus Rift. I mean, I'm not a fan of the VR thing. If it's at a decent price, I will get it because, like I said, I'm a tech junkie. But at the end of the day, I'm not. If they say Project Morpheus is $8.99, they losing their fucking mind. Who's gonna buy that shit? And you got a whole dildos in your hand, where you got at least a controller. And the word on the street, it don't play every PlayStation 4 game.
Wow, man.
So, matter of me playing Halo 5, we playing Halo 5 co-op. I got the Oculus Rift. I'm still having the same experience with you. We playing co-op, and we going to war. And you might hear me say, "Oh shit!" I backed up, and would you just knocked over my laptop? Because that'd be something cool. It's a different experience. You got a different option,
right?
If you got a familiar controller, you don't have no 2 dildos in your motherfucking hand.
And that's crazy if that Project Morpheus really cost that much. That's ridiculous. Hold on just a minute. I'm trying to find this article.
Yeah, that shit's not gangster to me. So, and it's like I see a lot of these motherfucking media jumping back on Microsoft, like IGN on his dick right now. They talking about, you can load your games real faster if you get an external hard drive. Shut the fuck up. You think we ain't known that shit already? Don't jump on the boat. Don't jump on the boat. We don't want you on the boat. We don't want Shaggy on the boat.
Shaggy.
Brian McCaffrey, I don't want Shaggy on my boat. You can stay where you at. His ass at. Get on that sinking ass Sony Titanic, because that's what that motherfucker's gonna do. It's from the sink.
Man. Yeah, that's what I'm telling people. It seems like they're about to really tank or something. It just don't seem good for them.
I'm putting this way. When I learned how to swim, they taught me how to tread from water. That means I don't drown. Just keep my head up to some safety. What safety? 2016 is not no safety. Gamers want games right now. How many people that was big say, "Oh, well, Microsoft ain't had no exclusives, and they really had no games at the beginning of the year." As you see, most consumers buy Black Friday. That's when you want games to come out. That's what sells your console. You want games come out then. We had third parties come out just like everybody else had third parties come out.
Sucks. Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, if you got, and then if somebody throw in, now I heard another rumor too. It's supposed to be Demon Souls 3. Now I don't know if it's gonna come first out on the Pony Station. I'm not a Demon Soul person. I ain't knocking it.
Trying to find. Okay, this is the one I was looking for. I think. I'm just trying to find this article because I wanted to talk about the 4K resolution and 3D for the Xbox One. Because I wanted to say, because people question, people that say, Xbox games that say the Xbox is more powerful than the PlayStation 4. But you have always told me, a long time ago, the Xbox One can't support 4K. And, Xbox Major Nelson did come out and say Xbox One support both 3D and 4K. And basically, the games will be in 1080p, and all the apps and everything else will be 4K. When I was trying to tell people in the past, that said PlayStation was more powerful than the Xbox One, that PlayStation cannot support 4K. And this came out of Yoshida's mouth himself. The official answer to that, PS4 supports 4K output, but for personal content like photos and videos, not games. He said PS4 games do not work in 4K.
People always thought the shit is powerful because of that fucking DDR5 RAM. So what? They ain't gonna, it's like people say, next gen say that shit all the time. They say you never know. We really don't know what we got in this big ass black box. We don't know what's in it yet. We don't know yet because they couldn't say what it is because AMD. It's like AMD blessed them with a chip before anybody. AMD want to sell that chip to the PC market too.
Right.
So they say, and Microsoft like, you giving the shit to us for early? Good looking out. We ain't got to say nothing. Nobody. People take it apart. You can take apart. I can take apart a car. I can take a car apart right now. Don't know what the fuck I'm taking apart. I don't know what's really running. I don't know if the motherfucker's a V8. You know what I'm saying? A V3 or V4. I don't know. Unless you really know what you're doing.
Right.
These companies ain't dumb. They know what they was doing. They know what they was doing. What people don't understand that they wanna come up with all these fucking excuses all the time.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. If it's so powerful, why it took so long for the PlayStation to do what is that? Go from games to TV. I mean games to this and that. Go from one app to another. We can go through apps seamlessly. I can go from the YouTube app back to Neverwinter up to TV with no problem. Go back to Neverwinter. I can do that.
Right.
People don't understand that. PlayStation has it, but it's delayed for about 15 seconds. It's delayed. And I'm so tired of people the TV thing. I love the motherfucker hooked up to my TV. Trust me. I love the shit. I'm starting using the remote more less and especially talk to the damn Connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was really happy to see that Xbox One supports 4K and 3D. Our games are going to be 1080p. But what I was telling people, when I was live streaming on Twitch the other day, people fail to realize that these games not being in 1080p has nothing to do with the consoles. There's been games out there, on PlayStation that have been 1080p and 60 frames per second. Who are you going to blame then? Sony? Just like how they blame Microsoft if games are not 1080p or 60 frames per second. People fail to realize it's not, the consoles is not the problem. The problem is the developers. They're lazy. They want to sit there, go through these games, making them real quick, but charge you $60 to $120 for the game, the disc alone, and for DLC or expansion packs. And the people realize, man, that's why when I get games, I don't care if I love it, first person shooter, what. 9 times out of 10, I'm not buying the DLC because they don't always work twice as hard to make these games, but yet they still want your money out of it. Because there should be no excuse for any game to be below 1080p. There's just too much technology out there.
It's out there, but see, sometimes is they don't have the kits right. Like Microsoft, I give it. You know, they didn't probably have their SDKs right. You know what I'm saying? The development kits now. Now every Xbox eventually going to be a SDK. That means me and you can make a game off our Xbox that we got right now. That's how they want to make it.
That would be sweet.
Everybody, you can just make it that way. You know, I'm thinking about the 360 days. I remember Perfect Dark when on the 360. That shit looked dog shit to games that came out 3, 4, 5 years later.
Yeah.
Because I read an article. Developers said they haven't even scratched the surface of the Xbox One or the Pony Station. Haven't even scratched it yet. They like, man, it's something new every day. It's something. DirectX is another technology where it makes it for the developer easier to use. You got something already you work with. It's like I already got a car. I got the car, but now I got the engine. So the only thing I do is put the engine together.
Right.
That's what DirectX 12 does. So people are like, well, it ain't gonna do so much. It ain't about might not do it graphically, but it might do it more, where it might be more people on the screen.
Well, that
I don't think. Yeah. I want to see how if what's the game with a bunch of enemies on
what's that one game that was on X12 with the girl crying? What game was that?
With the DX12?
Yeah, what game was that? Did you see that video where they were showing the DX12 with the girl crying? I don't think it was The Witcher.
I didn't see that one. But matter of fact, like what you call it, Fable Legend runs it on DX12.
I heard
all the stuff
beautiful. Period. I heard that game is gorgeous,
and it's supposed to be free to play. Now if it's free to play like Neverwinter. Oh shit, it's over.
It's a wrap. You know, come on. That's another thing I want to talk about, man.
That means you can play the game without, and you just have they just give you an option if you want to cheat. But you know, that's what Neverwinter do. You got the option that, you know, if you buy into something, you're going to get new armor. Like I say, I've been wearing Neverwinter. You see people with horses, they bought that shit. I'm doing it the gutter way, and I'm trying to work my way up, trying to kill this old motherfucking devil hoe, but she don't want to die.
I'm still working on Neverwinter myself.
You know, so I tell people, you got you want more. Matter of fact, what's my damn game? I play this shit all the time. But they got a whole bunch, you know, with the zombies. I mean, not with the zombies, with the ooze. I can't think right now. Okay. Mine running too fast. The one I ended up playing for you, playing with you. You know what I'm saying? You say play
that. Zombies. That's a Sunset.
Sunset Overdrive. I want to see Sunset Overdrive run on the Pony Station and see how many frames per second and all that other stuff. I want to see all that. And you know what? Microsoft can sit there. That's something I want to talk about. Tell me, sometime in 2016, 2017, I'll get a Sunset Overdrive too. And people say, oh, it didn't sell that great. Get the fuck out of here.
Well.
And I will be sad because Titanfall going to be multi-plat. I know it's a business.
Man.
But Microsoft needs to, you know what I'm saying, keep their eyes on Respawn. I mean, I wish Microsoft could have bought Respawn.
Yeah, because to be honest, I'm really upset about it being a multi-plat because I'm afraid that multiplayer is not going to be as good. I feel it's going to lack a lot of things. I think it's going to feel like a Call of Duty. And to be honest, Call of Duty multiplayer is just not the same no more. It's really crap half the time. That's why I'm really upset about them getting Titanfall.
Yeah, but my thing is, I want to, if I was still, I'm like, hey, I don't mind y'all doing it on multi-class, but hey, put our version on our server, like I did it before.
Yeah, that's what
You ain't got to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can even give the Pony Station Time DLC, you know. But I liked how they gave everybody, at the end of the day, after the 1 year, they gave everybody the DLC for free.
I don't know, because I was just trying to tell one of my friends about the whole them getting Titanfall. I told them they could make it off of Microsoft servers, but that would only have to be for the Xbox version of
Yeah,
Titanfall.
no, I ain't worried about what the points. I'll be saying, I'll tell Respawn, can your version of Titanfall just be on our dedicated servers.
Okay.
For our people. We will pay. We'll actually tell you can actually give your DLC to the pony station. Long as our players first. Long as our players get to play, because they used to that. We get kicked off from time to time, but there's more players on the motherfucking now. Because it's cheap. There's more players on it. It ain't perfect, and this is their first try. And people tell me, I needed a story mode. I liked the story mode because the story mode had teach you how to play every mode in the game mostly.
Exactly. I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. People bitch.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, people bitch, man, bitch about everything. Like I told when I was talking to Binary Slayer and Raheem in text last night, and I told him I didn't have problems with Watch Dogs. People like I didn't like how dude was shallow. I like how he was shallow because he wanted to find out who kills his niece. And everybody is a target. He don't hold nothing back.
Well, my whole problem with people when it comes to story mode, they want to call, or say story modes or campaigns are not good because they don't like the way it ended, or they don't like, a certain character or whatever they use. That don't necessarily mean that the campaign story mode is not good. It's just that you don't like it personally because of the story that's been told. I've heard people say that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare campaign sucked because they used that one dude in there. And I said, no, it's not. That campaign was fire, dude. That was a great campaign. I don't even play campaigns like that.
I knew it was gonna be a twist. I didn't kind of trust him, but I didn't know all the shit was going down where the motherfucking they made all this shit happen. And people in refugee camps and all types of shit. That was crazy. That was a different twist. Where you walking through and you seeing motherfuckers looking for jobs, and you going to these abandoned buildings where a nuke didn't hit. That was pretty cool. Even when dude died at the end. When the dude died, he said, "Nigga, all I did for you, took off the little hand that he gave you, like all the stuff that you did for you," and he died. But he said, "I ain't the only one." But Call of Duty need to take a couple of years off.
Yeah, they really do. They really do.
Let's forget about it.
I'm kind of tired of
people say, well, I mean, Halo. I said Halo ain't been out since Halo 4, and I think that's like a good 4 years.
I don't find nothing. I think Call of Duty need to take a break when you decide to come out with another Black Ops, but you threw in a futuristic twist to it. But thing was, we just had a futuristic game. So it's like, no, like, I'm just done with it. Then on top of that, we just got an announcement, yesterday, that they're going to put it on the PS3 and Xbox 360. And they said they built it off of the next-gen consoles. Like, what are they thinking?
No, that's horrible. That's straight up horrible.
It's going to be terrible.
But it is.
I just feel like this Black Ops is going to be a flop. I don't know about the next gen consoles, but for the Xbox 360 and PS3, I warned my boyfriend, do not buy it. Yeah, they made it for next gen. They didn't make it for them consoles. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, that shit crazy. People get mad at me when I say it, but I'm like, man, I'm not a fan of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like how, I wouldn't mind, Microsoft keep on giving me the free games I didn't play on the 360. I still have mine. I enjoy it. I can play Street Fighter 4 on the 360, and it runs better on the 360 than it runs on the Pony Station 4.
Wow.
I'm gonna talk about at all. I'm not. And I guess Capcom came out today and saying it's never going to come on the Xbox. That's cool because it's like it took a whole lot of games. It's like it took some Killer Instinct. It looked like it took from his old games. Certain characters got parodies, but you showed us 4 characters that we already know about. We already know about them. These Killer Instinct bringing in new characters. Like Killer Instinct might be bringing in the Battletoad. Might bring in what's so cool? They might bring in a Gears of War dude, my man. You know what I'm saying? Marcus.
So
old characters and new characters, and they got old characters. Oh wow! The Street Fighter 4 is the same character you didn't know from Street Fighter and Bison. And Ryu. We didn't heard about them 180 times already. But Killer Instinct brought back the old original, but then they throw new people in too. Like Omen is not original character. Area is not original character. But they throw in different characters. They're making it different. They're making it different. And they're gonna charge you 60. They only show 4 characters. It seems like they're gonna go back to the old original Street Fighter 2 will give you 6 characters, maybe 8. But you've been developing this game. You only can come up with 4 characters?
Yeah, that ain't.
You talking about Street Fighter?
I don't know. They need to do a little bit better than just a few characters.
And my thing is, where is Ken? If you're gonna show Ryu, where the fuck is Ken? That's they like, brother. So what the fuck is going on? That's why I said I'm not you know what I'm saying, impressed about it. You know, some people ooh and ahhing and all this. I see the little new fighting mechanics, but it's if you ever play any Street Fighter game, it's like a lot of them just merged in together.
Yeah, I've played Street Fighter a lot in the past.
So the parody thing, yeah, the parody came from Third Strike where you could pair the move, but the only person that can pair a move right now is Ryu. So it's like that shit ain't. You got a little. They got like 2 meters like they got 2 meters like Killer Instinct now. You know, Killer Instinct got the instinct meter, then you got that other meter at the bottom. But it, you know, it don't. I like the little art style and everything, but it's not like I got to go rush and go get it.
Oh no.
I ain't. And I love fighting games. I've been playing fighting games forever, but I can't deal with it. You know, I watch trailers. I watch other YouTubers talk about it, and like I said, I'm here to disagree. I ain't fine for it. And they probably and Sony probably have it on the show floor this year and let people play it. But damn. Well, unless they do this. Unless they do this as a secret. Unless they try to do like Killer Instinct and try to make something like a free-to-play type of shit and bring new characters a month. If they do that, they're some of the copycat motherfuckers in the world.
I mean, they could, but you know, Sony need every dime they can get, so I don't think they can do that. I mean, look at how many games Xbox can make free to play. You got Fable Legends, Smite, then you got Neverwinter, and what's the other? Killer Instinct. Then on top of that, they announced the other day how Halo 5 DLC is going to be free. And, you know, some people wanted to make up and say, like, oh, when you're paying $60, you're paying for your DLC anyway. I said, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. Content costs. It costs money. Yeah. It costs to make these games. So technically,
these games make more money than movies sometimes.
Exactly.
They don't make more money than a top 10 in the movie right now.
So I was just saying, like, you know, Microsoft can really afford to, you know, have things free like that. PS4, on the other hand, the only thing that they would really make free is probably indies.
They can't afford that because the indie developer gonna want this money. They small company. They ain't number 6 to 4 people. Sometimes 2 to 1. They need their money. They can't afford that. then I heard that I heard this too. It wasn't on that script. I heard this, but then I heard conflicting articles that they might be dropping the PlayStation 4 to $350. I read a couple different articles. I don't think they can afford to do it, but they might have to. Man, Microsoft, look what you go at $450. Get you the Xbox with the Kinect.
I think
you can pay $400, and you can get the terabyte drive. You can pay $350 and get the 500 drive, the 500 gig. Look all the options you got.
Yeah,
I remember when the 360 had some options.
How much is the Xbox One right now? You know, without
it's $340.
$340.
It's $349. $349. I think after E3.
Wow. I'm just excited to see what bundles there.
Everybody went for $400. It's listed for $399, so that's $400. So you get a terabyte drive without the Kinect. If you want the Kinect, I think I'll spend the next $50 more, and you get the one with the Kinect. A lot of them gonna get bundled with the Halo Master Chief Collection. So
well, Halo's definitely gonna get his bundle.
Yeah. So you're getting a game with it. So my thing is, come on, man. Like, look at all the options. Sony said they shit was sparse. I don't know what sparse is. They mean they don't have too much of shit in 2015. But they do last Christmas. They came out with Little Big Pony, well, Little Big Planet 3, Little Big Pony 3. That's what I call it. That shit was dog shit. And people don't give the credit. Project Spark kills that shit. Projects, people, I just don't have the time to do it, but I play some of these projects. If you got that time, go try out Project Spark, because it's amazing what these people have been doing with Project Spark.
Yeah, I haven't played.
And yeah, it's time consuming, but the code is written for you already. And people don't understand this too. With Project Spark, you can make your game for the Xbox One and the PC. You can make it for keyboard and mouse or controller, and it works on both.
Speaking of PC, they're gonna talk about Windows 10, right?
If they do, because Windows 10 already had its introduction already. They had that little Microsoft little thing. Okay. Today when they was talking about Oculus Rift, they were showing you the integration. Actually, I saw some screenshots with Windows 10 running on the Xbox One. I don't know if they're real or not, but they looked cool to me, where I can sit there and say, instead of saying Xbox Cortana.
Yeah, but I can't wait for Windows 10 for the Xbox One.
Now, I can't play with Windows 10. I have it on my PC. I'm using it right now on this Hangout. It's still buggy, but it's a difference from Windows 8. It's a way different. It's blending both of them together. It's not forcing you to do nothing that you don't want. You don't want to see that style you want. You can actually go to the Windows 8 style. And they give you a free update with it. Microsoft giving you a free update. I've been doing a bunch of my customer PCs. They already have that Windows 10 button right there. So when it's released, you just hit that and you just download Windows 10. But Sony can't do that. They can't really give too much away for free. But like I said, Sony in that list and GameSpot, I've been telling people, quit fucking with GameSpot. I haven't fucked with GameSpot since they had all them talking, is it time to buy Xbox One? And 95% of them say no, and then a little.
Yeah, that's just stupid. I didn't know it was a certain time frame to buy something.
That's why I tell people, quit supporting the motherfucking sites. I don't go on them. I'm blessed with IGN because I like the little rewind theater, and they show, trailers of movies I like. I like, movies. So I watch that type of stuff. I don't go in there for their little, Brian McCaffrey. I don't go sit there and look at their little bullshit podcast. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, they're nothing but ponies anyway. All of them are. So you can tell they're very biased to be, so-called professionals.
I'm stuck. We
Yeah.
ain't got some technical. Okay. We got some technical difficulties. Still trying to bug it out. I'll probably do the next podcast on my Windows 7 machine.
Windows. What?
My Windows 7 machine. I'm on Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
That's why I might be bugging. I might be bugging out. You still got bugs in it. So,
Well, it was bugging out before. It always been bugging out.
but I was on the Windows 10 regardless
Okay.
because I had to. That's that was part of my little deal. I got to tell them about the bugs and I didn't have to pay for it. So it's just like how they do it to us in the preview program.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. But shoot, that was I think that was everything for today. Up until next week when E3 comes up. So
Y'all want to hang out with us? We're gonna do a live podcast, with man Pop Off Gaming. Hopefully Cyclonus. He might gotta be at work. I'm gonna try to get everybody in. Big Cahoon, I'm gonna just try to bid and we want to sit back and watch. I want to watch both press conferences. I'm on the west, so y'all see it. Y'all be up a little bit. I'll be up a little bit earlier, but I'll make sure I get my ass up. And I just want to do a nice hangout. We all laugh and giggle and be ooh and wow. And then we go to Sony press conference later on that night and just talk about. I think I might wire it out again. But
yeah.
like I say, you want to rock with us, and just let us know. Leave in the comment section. Follow us on Google Plus. You know what I'm saying? Follow all the the Xbox Mafias. I'm gonna leave them in the link below after this. When YouTube finally, render the shit. And y'all keep it Xbox.
All right.
Xbox. We out of this bitch.